Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day. Always great to be with you. I hope you did enjoy your weekends. So you're welcome back to KSIS, where we do justice to learning English. Okay? With that said, let's quickly go over, like I told you, though, it's going to be grammar, but I'm not going to bore you with too much of it. You have to be trying different things, so you can really get the flavor, of what this style of learning could offer you. Without wasting any much ado, I will quickly be taking you to the section where we look at different variety of things that I've laid out, which we have to be doing this week. Okay, let's go take a look. Here we are. We'll be starting first with the negatives. Negative with be. Okay, you know your verb be and is, are. They're very important. So I am not a teacher. I'm not a teacher, the contraction form. I expect you guys to know this, but in case you don't, it's a good opportunity for you to look at them one more time. Make sure you really are not leaving anything behind. So we are not teachers. We are not, we aren't. See, they comes in different forms. And contrast these ones together, or you can contrast these ones together. You are not or you aren't. She is not, she isn't. He is, he's not, or he isn't. It's not or it isn't. Okay? So by the time we're done with that, just like I told you, I'll be doing so many things you've done in the past, and I know the reason I'm doing it. If you've done them before, it's an opportunity for you to know them better. Make sure you understand everything, or if you were missing anything in the past, maybe one or two, it's an opportunity for you to really understand it very well this time around. Okay? So is, isn't, are, aren't, the given information. So you need to use them to fill in into these blank spaces. For example, some examples are given. You have Africa, city, it. They gave you the prompt to use to make up your sentence. So here they say Africa, now we're choosing isn't a city. It is a continent. Here Baghdad and Chicago city, the continent. So that means Baghdad and Chicago are cities. They aren't continents. You have the continents that are different from the countries. Cambodia, China, Thailand, United States. These are countries. But continents, you have like you have Africa, you have Asia, you have Australia, you have North America. Those ones are called what? Continent. So you have Canada. Canada is a country. Canada is a country. It isn't a city. Jakarta is in India, is a city, not a country. Beijing is in China. London is the United Kingdom. Asia, you see, that's where Cambodia, Thailand, all are in Asian continent. Asia and South America is also a continent. Okay? So you just take it to this level. I think for now that would be cool. Then I've got another thing I want us to look at. This is going to be like a general test for all my students, especially students to your grade. So that is going to help us to form, to get a focus where we have to be channeling all our energy into during the course of our studies. Okay? Because it covered a whole lot of verb tenses. and good enough, they are objectives. So the electives, you can choose from one of these: A, B, C, D. Okay, my friend dash the answer to the question. My friend is no, the answer to the question. My friend know the answer to the question. My friend knowing the answer to the question. My friend knows the answer to the questions. So this is about 1 to 22. That's a lot, but don't worry too. I don't mean to let you write a lot, but many of you can actually do this on the screen. I don't know how you do that. When I copy this and paste to you on your paste on your Facebook page. I see some students there who can use their pen and write on this or circle and do stuff. If that is the case, then I don't need to apologize. All you need to do, you do as much as you can. Okay? So I was saying we have 1 to 22. So by the time we finish, you will understand the areas that students need help most. Okay? So here we talk about season. This is the same verb be. That's what we are still talking here. We've dealt with verb be. But we'll have to do some correction. If you really understand how to use your verb tenses, then you should be able to find the error, the mistakes in these sentences and fix them. This one, if you cannot do, maybe we'll do it together in class. Okay? Just remind me about correcting mistakes in sentences so we can do it together. Then finally, this is going to be you see here is the summary of the verb tenses. You see verb tenses, I mentioned this so many times, verb tenses. So here you have the simple present, you have present progressive or present continuous. So this is just like a chart showing us what it's all about. It's when we used to talk about things that is always true, the things that will stay true for a longer period of time, that is simple present. Okay? And they're using this thing to show us. Say this might, from here backward is the past, maybe from here like the future. But these are activities that are always constant, more so to say, because they are either true, because it is a fact, or because it happens, it becomes the habitual occurrence that happens usually or sometimes or always and all that. So Tom studies every day. Say on Monday he goes to school. On Tuesday he studies. On Wednesday he studies. On Thursday he studies. See, studies every day. So they are trying to use this to show you. Okay? So here they talk about what? Present progressive. Tom is studying right now. So it's present progressive we use to talk about, an activity or a verb that is taking place right now. And here the verb is study. So you can now see study, we'll put ing, but not without putting the verb be, which is for Tom, because Tom is he. So I have to use is, then study plus ing. Sorry. Okay? Then you have here, these are what we'll do in greater details. I just want to use the, and simple present continuous or present progressive can as well be an activity that is, that started or is a temporary action that will start. Maybe you're going to take a couple. For example, if I say I'm reading a good book, that means it started and it's going to be for a while before it ends. So that's why they started the graph from the past and now put it here. So, but to still show you that this is an ongoing activity. It's going to start from here and end anytime soon. Okay? So it's not always something that is happening immediately or at one speaking. It could be something that is happening between now and small time in the future, but it's going to be temporarily before it ends. Then we have the simple past. Here we talk about Tom studied last night. So we have to use the V2 of the verb study, which is what? By removing the Y and replacing it with I, then putting ed. So Tom, immediately after Tom, you use the verb in the V2, which is Tom studied last night. and they are now showing you from here that the activity took place here, which is completely in the past. It has nothing to do with the present here. Okay, then you have also one past progressive. So you see, for this one is progressive, it could start from here to here, even in between the past and here. But you see, the past progressive is from past to, it has nothing to do anything near the present. How much more, the future. So you see, it started from here and here, past progressive. Tom was studying when they came. The lesson is already ongoing before Teacher Kim joined. The lesson was going on, or the lesson was ongoing before Teacher Kim joined. Okay, so an activity that is ongoing before another thing happened, you see, was going on. So the only difference from this one and the present progressive is that the past progressive, you have to use the verb be in the simple past form, which is what was. But if here you have the subject, which is plural, now we say they. For example, like they, say they were studying, or we were studying when they came. Then have simple future. Tom will study tomorrow, to tell you something that was going to happen in the near future. You don't have future progressive. Future plus what? Progressive means ing. This one with simple future means with will. I will do this, I will do that. All these, we'll look at them later in greater details. Tom will be studying when you come. You see, future progressive, an action that will be ongoing, that we already know that will be ongoing by the time something else is going to happen. Okay, that will be all about it for now, even though we have other ones, but let me not give it too much for today. So as we're looking at the chart of the verb tenses, maybe we'll have to start with one of them, maybe simple present, then we'll go to present progressive, simple past, and tell you all the forms and structures and how to identify which tense they are. Okay, I think that's going to be all about it. I don't want this video to be so long, so I'm going to send a couple of work for you to deal with on your Facebook page. Alright, so definitely that is going to help, and when you come back to join me at the Zoom meeting, then we'll take our time to do the review together. Okay, that's going to be all about it for now, and see you when you see me. Bye for now. See you at the other end.